Scotty qualified very well. Then looking to Chopper Frost, having his debut run, taking up the reins for Suzuki on the ex-Andrew Stroud ride. And ready to break clear on this front row. Well, Tony Reid's an awesome break off that second row. I'm sure there'll be talk about that one as well, but we're not going to get into it. But this is Suzuki, the choice of champions in our F1 Superbikes, away for a superb start off the stationary start off the line. And it's Scott Moyer. Moyer's gone for already, the 87, Scott Moyer. Out for a flying good ride already for Scott, so well done to the likeable Taupo man on the ex-Robbie Bugden K7. And away he goes, courtesy of Moto TT Pro Moto, the family business in Taupo Pirelli, Motor X Oils, Dyno Lab, RST, AGV and EBC. So Scott Moyer in a good start. But Scott already back to second, The advantage down on the inside. And it's a tight turn to get through there with down we go. One to go down. Just tuck the front through over the handlebars. Looks to be okay, doing the right thing to get off. Can't see it. Our race lead though with Sloane Frost at the moment, or Chopper as we've known him as. And doing the right thing, the marshals, to quickly get down there and get the bike off the rider, gets right off the track and goes up the hill. We've gone to a yellow. Just what have we done? We're just off the racing line. If there has any fuel to tip out, he'll need a hand. He'll need a hand down there, the marshal. There we go. We'll get the bike off on the inside. Well, can't see who it is. We're going to pick it up now by who's missing. I think it's Tony Rees. I think it was Tony Rees.
Tony Rees, the bike was only brand new yesterday. Now it's not.
No, now it's not. Second hand. There you go.
No, he come together with someone. It wasn't a solo incident. There was some handlebar touching in that. Let's get back to the action at the hairpin there. It's still out in the front there. It's still Chopper Frost, Sloane Frost there. I know his wife Lexi and son will be watching at home, son Nixon, but Nick Cole's gone in. He's passed Scotty Moyers into second place now. He won by a country mile in the last race on the Red Devil Racing sponsored Kawasaki ZX10, and these guys ding-dong it all the way through in the New Zealand Superbike Championship National. If there's any two bikes ever together in the New Zealand Superbikes, it's just about always Sloane Frost and Nick Cole. So Nick Cole's come through from third into second. He's eyeing up Sloane Frost. We're looking at a good solid showing from Scotty Moyer, and then we've got Lyndon McGee. I said Lyndon McGee's going to come through. I predicted he was going to be about fourth place given his race time in the Bears race from about 14th in the first Superbike race, and certainly he's come through. But the dice is on for the front. They go side by side into the goal corner there. That's turn 2 here at Hampden Downs, and a difficult corner on the left-hander. Look at I don't know. I've never seen many people make up that much room, but Sloane Frost went through first, and Nick Cole probably pulled 2 to 3 bike lengths, so we might see him dive up at the hairpin here, or watch out for him. He likes the tight line coming into the dipper here. No, he's just playing follow the leader at the moment. It's an early time to try and pass. It's a 12-lap race here for the second Superbike race at Hampden Downs, or Formula 1 as Whanganui calls it. The organisers call it, and there's another bike pulled off in the centre field. Don't know who that is. Don't worry about it at the moment. Nick Cole, half a bike length in it, coming around the big Toyo tyres, Metalman corner, the Fujitsu-sponsored Suzuki GSX 1100, GSX-R 1000, sorry, of Sloane Frost out in the front. Scotty Moyer's not dropped off the pace too much, but Nick Cole's hammering in time. He's trying round the outside. They go into the first corner. It is Frost, and Cole goes round the outside. They're side by side. There's nothing in it. He took the long way round the corner, and Sloane Frost has got it, and wait for the big break move by Nick Cole, but he can't quite do it. Now, I was talking to Sloane Frost earlier on the day. He said he was having problems with brake pads at the moment. They've got some new ones coming from overseas, but certainly they get enough race distance out of these ones in the Brembo Suzuki Masterson. This is Andrew Stroud's bike from last year. Had a bit of work done on it by Ray Clear of RCM Motorsport, and pretty well hot bike. But look at the ride of the day almost from Scotty Moyer in third spot. He's just flying, and Lyndon McGee Lyndon McGee, or nickname Magoo, in a good solid fourth spot there on the M1 Motorsport BMW S1000R. Other ones behind that is we've got Craig Shuris in fifth spot, David Hall, Dennis Charlotte, Hayden Fitzgerald, James Smith, Ray Clee round up the top 10.
Well, a much better charge this time as we look out for our race pace. Yes, well done. Look at that. Chopper Frost to go for it back to Nick Cole, into Scott Moyer, looking to Lyndon McGee, and then back to Craig Shuris. Much better run from Craig this time. Craig, a disappointing performance in race number 1. Craig said he just didn't come as well prepared. I said, hey, this is only the first week of a big 4-month program as we go through the Suzuki series, and along with the New Zealand Championship Road Racing. and events to pick up along the way, as he might like to do, like Pyro or the like. So effectively you're talking of about obviously 8 major road race events in the next 4 months, so that's a lot of good road racing to squeeze in. The feature, of course, here of Craig's performance is looking down that he drops off the Wanganui. So interesting to see whether he's if he's a contender. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a backhand, but more importantly he's using this. We saw how well he went against Robbie Bugden last year and keeping that race honest all the way to the end of that championship that Robbie won, and this man was number 2 NZ. But I tell you what, he won't be at Wanganui unless there's a series on it, and at this stage he's back there in 5th place, so I wouldn't suggest so. So there you go, to Chopper Frost in front, Nick Cole for second, back to the flying 87 out there of Scott Moyer on the ex-Robbie Bugden Moto TT Pro Moto Suzuki GSX-R 1000 07 model, probably a model that's about 6 years old now, the K7. So gives us an idea of just a little bit of lacking there, but being an ex-Robbie Bugden bike, I tell you what, it won't have lacked in preparation and quality build, and certainly knows how to go fast, well ridden, well maintained, well engineered and well supported. So here we go, look at Bugden, it's still staying there with him, Scotty Moyer on the ex-Bugden machine. So we've got Sloane Frost in the front, back to Nick Cole, back to, look at that, Scott Moyer round through. Oh!
The commentator's curse.
Yes.
A big high side there. He's on the bike though. He got right up out of the seat there, coming out of there. Now we've also got a tyre battle here. Sloane Frost is out there on the front on the Suzuki tyres, and Nick Cole, that won the race so convincingly last time, is on the Dunlop tyres. So Scott Moyer, on the GSX-R 1000 is on Pirelli. So right now it's Pirelli, Dunlop, Pirelli, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and then we go down to a Pirelli shot BMW S1000R of Lyndon McGee. Exactly where I predicted he'd be. Dennis Charlotte not having the best showing today. He was on fire last race, and he certainly was on fire here. Won a round of the Hampton Downs New Zealand Superbike Championships back here in March, but in about a 5th or 6th spot there. We're looking out for the bikes coming out of the thing. Nick Cole seems to be making a couple of bike links up every time on that left-hander over the back of the circuit, but doesn't seem to be paying off. In saying that, they come out of the hairpin there, and there's 1 or 2 bike links in it. Nick Cole's trying to work out where to get past them. Takes a tighter line, but nothing in it. Half a bike length. There's just nothing in it all the way through. These guys hammer it out all the way through these New Zealand Superbike Championships. They're on different tyres, different bikes, but their riding ability is just absolutely perfect. And Nick Cole, of course, went to the United States about a month and a half ago and won 2 World Championships on classic bikes there. So a man that's happy on a Superbike or a classic machine. New Zealand 600 champion from about 3 or 4 years ago. Both these guys are chasing New Zealand Superbike Championships as well. Both of equal ability. Right now at the moment, Sloane Frost is the thing, and the quickest man on the track at the moment is in 5th place, and that's 6 of Sheriff. So here's a man that hasn't featured highly so far this weekend, but he's the quickest man on the track as we look out from in 5th spot. Lonely ride for him, but that's the way it is at the moment. Still Sloane Frost, 3 to 4 bike lengths in it, 1 or 2 cobbled up there, and that same left-hander that Nick Cole seems to have the advantage. We wait out of the hairpin. 12-lap race here for the second race of the Superbike Formula 1. Still nothing in it. There's still 3 to 4 bike lengths as they go into the dipper. In fact, Sloane might have got another bike length out of it, but Nick Cole closes in right as the apex here, but is frustrated, I think, because he can't get past Sloane Frost, and we're going to have some backmarkers to contend with very, very shortly. In another lap or 2, we're going to be coming across some backmarkers.
Craig Sheriff's had the fastest lap, but I don't see Craig in that top group, so keen just to see what's happened here. Craig Sheriff's the fastest last lap, so keen look out. We appear to be missing one and wondering whether it is Craig. So here we go, there's your race leader, and Chopper Frost out in front, Nick Cole for the second place. Here we go, there's the 2. Now we did have Craig, should have been next up. There he goes, he's just that little bit further back, so he is there. Good work, good work. Then to our number 1, so Craig is still there. Good work, no panic on the AJ Racing supported, I'm sorry, I'll get it right yet. AJ Voss Racing for Craig Sheriffs. That's his new support out of Suzuki with Dennis Charlotte, Hayden Fitzgerald and Ray Clee, who's moved up ahead of James Smith from David Hall and Steve Mazzera. So that's really our top 11 at the moment, certainly missing Tony Rees. Tony doing the right thing. Did you notice? He took the bike a long way from the corner. He rode up in the grass. He's just parked right off the side there, so he's okay, the bike okay, and he's ridden right.
We're amongst backmarkers. We're amongst backmarkers now, and it looks like they got through the first one cleanly. Sloane Frost takes the inside line. Oh no, the backmarker got in the way there. I guess it's not his fault, but that's given the advantage. Cole right round the outside of Sloane Frost as they go round the backmarker. They disappear out of sight. They come over the brow hill. Remember, Nick Cole won the last race. No, it's Sloane Frost at the moment. My money's on either of them. My sponsor, personally sponsor Nick Cole, but it doesn't matter. These guys are both good bastards. And both deserve a win just as each other. But there's only half a bike length to go off the end of the front straight. I know the whole Cole family will be jumping up and down
Change
there.
for third as well. Lyndon McGee's got the hold of Scott Moyer, so change for third. Scott back to fourth for the first time in the race, but a great run from the Robbie Bugden Moto TT, sponsored Pro Moto Suzuki GSXR 1000. So good work by Scott, but McGee getting the better. Now that's a huge improvement for the M1 Motorsport team, and they've got to be pleased with that with young Lyndon McGee from Australia. Now moving up into that third place. So there we go. There's your update. Sloane Frost in the front, Nick Cole on the Kawasaki behind, and back to Lyndon McGee now on the BMW, and then go to Scott Moyer on the Suzuki back in fourth place. Fifth place, then as we look to, will be Craig Cherris, and then go back to Dennis Charlotte. And the other mover in there now has been Hayden Fitzgerald. If you notice now, Spider right on the tail of somebody as good as Dennis Charlotte, who, remembering, has got the #1 plate on for being the winner of this series this time last year.
Oh yeah, definitely. More backmarkers coming up for the lead bikes. It's Carl Venable on the Honda CBR 1000. Woody got the blue flag. He knows that coming through. He's always been good with when he's a backmarker. He's always been good and easy to pass. 2 laps to go for the second race of the Formula 1 class at the SuzukiSeries, and I'm not going to call this one. It's still Sloane Frost out by about 2 or 3 bike lengths, and Nick Cole on the Red Devil Racing Kawasaki still getting that drive through that left hand in one of the most difficult corners, if not the most difficult corner here at Hampton Down. Still getting the drive, but it's not enough them on the inside on their hip, and they come around there 2 bike lengths, and it's still the Fujitsu TSS Red Baron sponsored machine. They're taking the same line into the corner. Sometimes you'll find Cole thinks he's got the advantage, he'll try and tuck in there, but there's no advantage here.
Sorry, Spider. Craig Cherris in the pits. Craig Cherris down here in the pits, so Craig Cherris out, was running. Look, he puts his hands up, doesn't know what's wrong. There, carry on.
Bugger right. 2 laps ago, they'll be getting the white flag coming out there. There's 2 bike lengths in it. They go round the Toyo corners, disappear out of sight. Looked to me like Sloane Frost. Didn't get as much drive as Nick Cole over there. They're coming over there, but now 3 to 4 bike lengths. Both these guys have got equal size nads. They're probably the size of a small shipping container. Judging by this, there's no edge there. Oh, when I say that there, Sloane Frost goes, well, not Sloane, sorry, Nick Cole goes up there on the in, and Sloane Frost seems to have the advantage coming out of turn 1. They're in the gull again, 3 to 4 bike lengths. We go back down into third place, Lyndon McGee, and then down Moyer on the ex-Robbie Bugden machine. Spectacular Formula 1 racing here. Don't forget Manfield next weekend. Of course, the cemetery circuit, and we'll see other guys like Chris Seaton. Frost has got a couple of bike lengths over and above Nick Cole. I don't think Cole's got it all his own way, and certainly hasn't this race, but we'll see what's going on. And white flag will be out coming. In fact, the white flag's out now. It is still Sloane Frost by 6 or 7 bike lengths, probably the biggest lead he's had for a long time in this race. They'll go round the middleman corner. Cole closes up a little bit. They're going to come across a back marker. I'm sure that won't be a problem. It's still the bright orange leather Fujitsu Suzuki GSXR 1000 is Sloane Frost, followed by the Red Devil Racing. It is definitely going to be Sloane Frost. Congratulations, Sloane Frost. But I tell you who'll be the points winner today. In second place will be Nick Cole, because Sloane didn't get that win. Cole got a first last time. Dennis Charlotte got second, and Sloane got third. So definitely Nick Cole will go away. What a great dice there between Hayden Fitzgerald and Dennis Charlotte. Hayden Fitzgerald got through there at a few bike lengths ahead of Dennis Charlotte. So, what an absolutely spectacular race. You know, Robbie Bugden and Andrew Stroud are no longer racing in New Zealand at the moment, and a lot of people sort of say, oh, it won't be the same. Man, it is the same. When you see, this is the biggest international class of racing we've had for many, many years in New Zealand. There are 7 international races here at